Oh, g'day. Didn't see that. Hello and welcome back to another video, a lazy Sunday. It's a beautiful day here again in Melbourne. Thank you for the good weather and the good vibes. Today, once again, we're busting ass on the Budget Evo, and we're doing something that I wasn't expecting to do, but at the same time, it's something we probably should do, and that is installing an oil cooler. Today, I'd love to take this thing for a wee drive. Even though it's got no exhaust on it, everyone's locked in their houses, and screw the neighbours, to be honest, because I really want to see if it actually works the way it should do. Obviously we're not going to thrash it or anything like that because it's got no churn or injectors, but I just want to make sure that everything's going okay, and to do that the oil needs to be on point. And Woz reached out to me after watching my video and said that this line here that I had looped is no good because it's kinked and it's blocking it off, and apparently that blocks oil flow to the motor. So luckily, you know, we haven't run the motor long or anything like that, so we're going to pull that off. We've got a new line, we've got a spare oil cooler that I had, and we're going to throw that in, and we're going to do that right now. Alrighty, we have an oil cooler installed. Look at that. Some lines down here, traveling through, keeping out the way. Down here, around, well out the way of the pulleys, and into our block. So what we're going to do now, excuse the roof by the way, it's a bit windy and there's a flappy thing up here that I need to get up and tick screw down, but I'm scared of heights, so I'm not going up there. This is how it's going to stay. So it's held out the way so that it can't like flop around anywhere by this hose clamp going through. We made a wee hole right here. So we're going to test it all and make sure it doesn't leak, and then this bad boy cover goes back over here so that it's all away from any wheel stuff as well. So mad, we're going to test it first though, because knowing me, there'll be some leak somewhere. So we get to start the car again now at least, which is always fun. Alright, we're going to actually start the car up now. We've got our intake kind of sorted out now as well. This is where the pod filter will sit, kind of down here. So not bad, but again, we're going to lose this coupler when Woz can come and get this all welded up into one nice piece coming up, because that's way cooler. Everything is good, no leaks, no nothing, obviously no exhaust as well, but she's good to go. So I chucked that plastic cover back in here so it all looks stock again. Oil cooler's all good, so we're going to let this thing on the ground, but before we can take it for a drive I actually need to chuck the camber arm in this side. So that's the EK Civic camber arm we have here. We're going to chuck it in this side because this scrub's too much for us to take it for a drive, and if I don't want to create more body work than I need to by scrubbing the guards too hard and getting them too hot. So I'll chuck that in. So we'll let this down off the jack and then chuck that in, and then we can go for the first drive to see if it actually makes any boost. Boom. Yes. Should we go for a drive? Actually no, I need to put camber arm in. Alright guys, camber arms in, same as the other side. We'll chuck the wheel on, let the car down, and we can freaking drive it. Yes! That's better. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Awesome. Alrighty guys, we're ready for a drive. So keen. This thing's classic, man. Alright, first drive. After the noises that it just made when you were pulling it out, I'm a bit scared. Oh, bit of carb rub.
So many rubs.
Still a bit of adjustment to do. Also my seat just... This is so dodgy.
Oh, there
What was that?
The trim.
Oh no, not the trim. I forgot about that. Oh, you get that first. It's still filming? Good?
Yeah.
Ooh. It's very hard to drive with the seat, I forgot. There you go. Did you hear that? It's turbo. It actually doesn't sound like, I mean, it's got no exhaust whatsoever. We should have brought the fire extinguisher with us as well.
Yeah, probably.
Yep, it works. I probably shouldn't be giving it this much beans, but it should be right, eh? No liquids on the ground behind us.
That we can see. That's a sick one.
Yeah, I know.
Type X?
They got some sick cars there.
Oh, RX-7 as well.
That guy was looking at our car like there was definitely something wrong, so that's not good. This is how you should test drive. Take your car for its first drive. What was that? What was that?
How's that seat going?
I'm holding on to the steering wheel so I don't fall, but yeah, there's a lot of sounds. It's all just body work, so that's fine.
Self-clearing.
I can see the police. I can see a police helicopter. See out there? Police helicopter.
Just chilling.
Just chilling. We got some beans.
It's all steer as well.
It's good. Still runs. That's so annoying.
Watch the trim.
Huh?
Watch the trim.
Oh yeah. Oh my god! Wait, film better, ready? We'll go from the start. We'll go from a standing start. Ready? That goes!
It's good.
What does it feel like? Scary?
No. So many noises. What do you think?
I love it. I think it's going to be awesome. Obviously we need to finesse the bodywork around the wheels a little bit.
I feel like when you put the spacer on to clear the lower control arm,
yeah.
but then you cambered it in.
Yeah, right.
So then it probably hits the lower control arm.
Yeah, we got a little bit of work to do, but with Woz we'll notch out that lower control arm and take the 3mm spacer off, which will give us probably the exact clearance we need. But I mean, that was a blasé test run that we weren't even planning to do until I G'd up today and did it. But that was sick. It flutters. Did it flutter from the outside?
No, I didn't notice it.
Oh, it was loud. I think the video will sound loud. Gotta get the trim that fell off the car. there you have it guys, first drive with boost. It was super dodgy, but all in all I guess you call it successful in the fact that all the fluids stayed in the car and the car drove and made boost and made fluttery noises. Obviously I didn't give it much crap because it's not tuned, but it makes boost, and that's the first thing we wanted to test. We've got a little bit of suspension work to do to take all those noises away, but really it sounds a lot worse than it is. When something's touching a tire or something, it always sounds super loud, but the thing's looking fantastic. Really happy with the way the oil cooler come out. Just look at it, it's awesome. We're getting to the point now where we need to do the exhaust on the car. I still need to mount the driver's seat properly in the car, and just doing a whole bunch of little things, and then we'll move on to the bodywork of the car. I've managed to source a piggyback Griddy eManage ECU that will allow us to tune the car on the dyno. I'm gonna buy that because it's like 200 bucks as a backup, because you're supposed to be able to tune these ECUs stock, so we're gonna give that a go as well. But it'll be nice to have a backup in case that doesn't work. Very keen to get this tuned on the dyno ASAP at Springy Performance. We made 64 kilowatts when this thing went on the dyno NA. It's now got boost. It feels like it's gonna have some kind of power. As to how much, who knows, but it definitely already feels faster. Feels like boost is coming on at about 3,000 RPM, maybe slightly over, so not too laggy, which is sweet. But you know, the first drive always has to feel super dodgy, and that was pretty gnarly. I'll give it that. But hey, we weren't planning to drive it today. It was just a bit of a bonus for all of us. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And that's where we'll end the video. Make sure you hit that like button if you're enjoying the series, guys. Really enjoying reading all of your comments, so please keep it up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video doing God knows what to this nugget. Cheers, guys. Peace.